My name is Joseph Anderson, and this is RM University's 90-Day Jumpstart program. Today is day 89. And today I want to talk about the difference between a victim and a victor. There's a time in my life that I used to blame a lot of things on people. I'd blame my parents, I'd blame, whatever I had to blame so that I didn't have to take responsibility for myself. And then I began to adopt the mindset of a victor. A victor is a winner, a conqueror. One of the mottos that's actually become very prevalent in my life is the word invicta, because it means unconquered. No matter what happens, I am never conquered, I am never defeated, because I know that I can always overcome it if I put enough power and creativity into the situation. And it's amazing when you live your life from a standpoint of taking responsibility for yourself, as opposed to blaming the world, as opposed to blaming the government, as opposed to blaming your parents, as opposed to blaming your dog, as opposed to blaming anything else you want to blame. It changes your life. I want you to think about one simple thing that you've blamed somebody for in the past week. Now, when you really look at that thing, is it really their fault? Did they really, force you to do whatever it was? Probably not. What responsibility did you have in this situation? And what can you do differently? Imagine if you looked at your life as a victor, a conqueror. Everything that came forth was nothing but a challenge. It didn't matter what it was. It was nothing but a challenge that you could take head on and that you could conquer, that you could overcome. Now, there's so many people that just... I got into a Facebook spat with somebody because I'm pretty vocal about this victim-victor concept. I don't let people use excuses because it doesn't serve you. How much willpower do you have when you blame everything on everybody else? It's none. Because until you take responsibility for the choices that you've made in your life that have gotten you to the point where you're at, you can't change because you don't know what it was that got you there in the first place. As opposed to when you take a look and let's say debt, for example. Let's say if you had, $5,000 of debt. You say, oh, it's their fault. I had to buy that and I had to buy this other thing. No, it's your fault. You spent the money, and once you take responsibility for that, you have the ability to change it. Because if you got the ability to get in the hole, you knew how, you just do the opposite to get out. It seems pretty simple and easy. But so many people sit around blaming everything, and they act like victims in the sense, I could never have that. Oh, I could never have that nice house. I could never have that nice car. I could never go on that really nice vacation. If you plan for it, yes, you can. You absolutely can. And when you take on this mindset of being a victor, you accomplish anything. So, for example, you could sit there and say, oh, no girls like me. Nobody wants to go out with me. Or you could say, all right, let's pick a girl. I'm going to go ask her out. And if she says no, then I'm going to ask another girl out. If she says no, then I'm going to ask another girl out. See, one way is a complete way to blame everybody for the terrible, horrible day that you're having. And the other day is taking power back. And you know what happens when we take our power back? It literally empowers us. It helps us to feel so good about the situation. So I want you to think about one simple way right now that you're being a total victim. And be honest. Think about it. One simple way that you're being a total victim. Now, what would it look like if you looked at this as a total victor? And then I want you to write down one simple action step. If you learn how to be a victor in this life, the world is your oyster. And if you decide to be a victim, you're gonna have some seriously tough sledding. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Joseph Anderson, and this is RM University. Have an awesome